Now today's Christmas Eve and I've got some guests round and we've had a nice big Christmas lunch and I kind of feel like they're getting a little bit peckish and I want to give them something Christmassy and delicious. So what I'm going to make today, or cook if you like, is chestnuts. Now these chestnuts we're going to sort of first of all just put them in a bit of cold water, bring it up to the boil, take them out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the oven and get them sort of roasted. And you can peel these and they're delicious. You can put them in your stuffing. Now the main thing is, when you buy your chestnuts, try and buy fresh chestnuts if you can. Now these ones here, I've had probably about a week. I don't know how long they've been sort of sitting in the store, but these ones are not so fresh. These are slightly fresher. I bought these a day or two ago and you can see there's a bit more of a sheen on them and there's a darker colour to them. And also, if you pick these up, they actually feel a little bit heavy for their size. You know, if you pick some of these ones up that have been around for a week or so, they don't feel as heavy. So go through the chestnuts, make sure they're fresh. Also, another little test you can do is if you squeeze them, if they're a bit sort of, you know, you can push the skin down a little bit, not so fresh. Again, pick any one at random. These ones are kind of hard, you know. These ones are nice and fresh. These ones are a little bit older. I'm going to cook these up. I might use them in a bit of stuffing. We'll see how it goes. But the ones I'm going to concentrate on today, these nice fresh ones, a little bit smaller, but that doesn't matter. You know, size doesn't always matter. It's what it tastes like. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all go through my chestnuts, because what we're looking for is to find any little holes, because that means there's been a worm in there. Also, we don't want any that are kind of gone a bit mouldy. They've got a little white sort of dusting on the outside, so don't have that one. And again, any ones that are split, don't use those. So go for all your chestnuts, make sure they're good, and then we're going to get on with cooking them up. Now I've gone through my chestnuts, and from these slightly fresher ones, now somewhere I did find a little hole. I don't know if you can see that little hole there, just there. And also this one's got a little split in it, so I thought I'd take that one out. And you know, this one, it looked all right, but when you turn it over, a little bit of mould, and that one's just got a little bit as well. So I've taken away those four, so we haven't done too bad, but always check them first. Now before you start cooking the chestnuts, we need to prepare them. Now what we're going to do is to make a little cut in the outside skin, because if you don't do that, what happens is they're likely to explode. So anyway, let's grab just one there. There's different ways you can do it. You can either kind of chop a little piece out like that, okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another one is you can make a little slice across it. Now I tend to use a knife a little bit serrated, so it's like a saw if you like, rather than a smooth sharp one, because a little bit dangerous. Now you can either just make a simple cut across there like that, but do be careful with your fingers. Or the other one that looks really nice when they're cooked up is use the flat side normally, but just cut a little cross. But like I say, do mind your fingers, be very careful. So there we go. So you've got three ways that I've chosen to do it. In fact, that one looks like it might have a little hole in it. I'm going to check that out. If it has, I'm going to get rid of that one. But there's the three ways. Look, you've got a little chomp there. You've got a straight cut across there, or you can do, you know, the cross. I'm probably going to do most of mine with the cross, because I think that looks nice. The easiest one is probably that one. Now I've put like crosses on most of those. Now I'm actually going to save some of these, because I realise there's probably too many for everyone to eat today. The thing is, you want to serve them up fresh and warm so you can peel them easy. Now with the chestnuts, what I'm going to do next of all is I've got just a pan of water here, so let's just bring that into view. Pan of water, and I'm just going to put those in, and then we're going to put it on the hob and just gently bring it up to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then we can switch it off and drain them off, and then we're going to put them in the oven. So there's my pan of water. Put some salt in there as well, so let's just pop some salt and then switch the heat on. Good pinch anyway. Switch it on. Now I would say around about a medium heat, and just bring it up. Once it's just starting to boil, switch the heat off and drain them off. Now it's a good time to put your oven on if you haven't already got it on, because once we've drained these, we're then going to, tip them into a baking tray and put them straight into a preheated oven. That's it. Mine are just coming up to the boil, so I'm going to switch these off like that. Take them off the heat, go and drain them off, so get your calendar and just pour them in. Just drain them off. So I'm going to get a baking tray, an oven-proof tray, and we're going to put them into a preheated oven. So now I've got my oven preheated, temperature-wise 220 degrees Celsius, 425 Fahrenheit, gas mark 7. Now what I'm going to do is, obviously I've just drained off these, so chestnuts, put them in. Doesn't matter if they've got a bit of water in there, that's absolutely fine. Get them in the oven. Now cooking time, I can't give you an exact time. I would say you're looking roughly 15, 20, 25 minutes. Slightly depending on the size of the chestnuts themselves, but also where you got them in the oven and how well your oven goes. But just get them so they look nice and roasted. Try not to overdo them. And what you should find is the shells start breaking apart where you've made those little slits, like a little cross in there. So leave them cooking and let's check them in about 15 minutes. Just remember, now and again, give them a bit of a shake up. That's it. I mean, you could do it with a couple of spoons, turn them over one by one, but I find it's quick and easy just to shake the tin. Now, I've had my chestnuts cooking for about 15 minutes, and to be honest, I probably shook this 3 or 4 times during that time, so let's just have a quick peek at them, see how they look. Let me see that. Oh yeah, look at that. All opening up nicely. Now, I think I'm just going to roast mine for a few minutes more, just to make sure. They're starting to look good, and I might actually pull one of these out. Let's just grab that one and keep these cooking for a minute. Because a good way, to see if it's done is actually grab it, peel it, and try it. I mean, it peels off quite easy, but you do have to watch your fingers because it is extremely hot. Let me just try one of those. That's tasting nice and roasted. Nutty. Lovely. I'm going to stick with my guns though. Just give it another few minutes, so maybe 5 minutes at the most, and then I'm going to pull mine out, serve them up on a plate, and we're going to try some more. So I've had my chestnuts cooking in total for 20 minutes. We checked it, and I ate one at 15 minutes, left them for another 5 minutes. So in total, they've had 20 minutes, and I'm going to pull them out, serve them up. Oh yeah, that looks good enough to eat. Now let's have a look at one of these. Now you're really supposed to wait until they cool down a little bit so you don't burn your fingers. So anyway, I'm just going to get on with it. It's quite hot, but look at that. The hotter they are, it's almost like the easier that you can break the shell off. So let's just pop that open. Oh yeah, lovely. If you let them cool down too much, it ends up that they get harder to peel. But let me try that, so don't make too many. Let me try that. Alright. Lovely and roasted flavour. Definitely reminds me of Christmas. Maybe it's because I have them every Christmas. Absolutely delicious. Nice nuttiness, roastiness. It's just absolutely yummy. So, just try another one. Maybe I'll try one of these bigger ones. Because these are the ones that are a little bit older. But they still look alright. And if you've got any of this left, any of these left, you can always break them down a bit. Add them in your stuffing. Oh, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Very hot though. Got some water. Don't eat them as hot as I have. What? That's far too hot. But absolutely lovely. Go and serve them up straight away. Just remember, few little things. Check for the ones that are getting mouldy, and if you've got any little holes on there or they're split, take those away. And then you've got the 3 ways of chopping them. So a little nick off the corner, you can do the sort of cross, that's nice because it makes it look pretty. And the other one is just straight across. Happy Christmas, I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. The original Naked Chef. Oh, could have one more of those. Beautiful. Look at the way that peels away. Ah, you really can't go wrong. Look at this.